Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I just want to stop in today and give you a monthly reading for the sign of Capricorn for September 2022. Keep in mind it's a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, go about your day, and know that no matter what messages comes through, it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make, the steps you take in this world, and how you get your fulfillment. To me, this is personal freedom, personal power, and it's something that lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet, so my friends, use it wisely. For all my subscribers, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along this ride. So I'm going to stand up today. It's a little bit different than normal. The couch I normally sit on is wet, and it almost smells like my cat decided to claim it. So it's kind of gross. It needs to be washed. And I was really strongly guided today to bring you guys a message. So what I'm going to do is just take a moment to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light, any of your ancestors, my ancestors or spirit guides, or your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective to join us. I ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it. So we're going to take these. And as well as the bottom, I ask them to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the highest good of all of us, but for the most far-reaching. And again, it's up to us, right? How we implement whatever we need to do, whatever changes we need to do. So I'm being sorry. I'm not trying to be distracted, but there was 2 chickadees coming to my garden. There's a lot of butterflies. So for some of you, what I heard, this is really maybe helpful to find peace. Look at the birds, watch the butterflies, because this really is stuff that shows the interconnectedness of the world around us, especially if you grew a garden or something like that, so you can actually watch the fruits of your labor come into harvest time or harvest season. And this, okay, so I want to show you the bottom of the deck. There was I grow. Then we have the path of light, all that is, I connect with heaven, never alone, I reap what I sow. What did I say about those seeds, right? Harvest time. And it's not just season. For many of you, if you celebrate Chuseok, the harvest moon was in the last over the weekend anyway. And many people, especially if you're in South Korea or North Korea, I guess, they were able to see this, would be celebrating that harvest season as well. So something I heard as well as family time. For some of you, it's this Thanksgiving, a message coming forward, but also asking us to give thanks. And there's a little chickadee coming again. So I want to read you guys. This says, I reap what I sow. I am aware of all that I create around me. Sooner or later, all that I do and all that I think comes back to me in some way. Be it positive or negative, I will reap the fruits of what I have sown. Therefore, I abundantly fill my life with light and love. For all the seeds of love I sow, I will harvest the greatest richness. Never alone. Regardless of the darkness around me, I maintain my bond with God and the angels. This is the inner strength that allows me to go on. I have faith in all things will fall into divine order for the greatest benefit. I ask the universe for its guidance and always receive its help and protection. The sun at will rise and shine for me. And I think this is really important. First off, when I was hearing Thanksgiving and harvest time, and this is talking about you reap what you sow, my friends. For many of you guys, this is really asking you to maintain your balance within this physical world, but also remembering you are connected to heaven, you are connected to spirit, and this is really reminding you that you do have a one-on-one connection with spirit. This could be a certain spirit guide. For some of you, this is guardian angel. For some of you, this is an ancestor watching over you. For some of you, I heard they may also help you pray. So many of us, I feel like when I'm hearing with this, okay, disregard if it's not you, but if there is a block to our faith, or if we are not necessarily wanting to pray, this is just talking to spirit. This is just having those talks with divine. And what I also heard is, and this is spirit saying also, but like they promise you, if you send out prayers, they're hearing, they answer. Sometimes they don't come in the ways that we want. And the message, there's a song I'm hearing, don't know if it's Tracy Adkins or who it is, but it's like, and I thank God, or maybe, I don't know, it's an old country song, but unanswered prayers, right? I thank God for unanswered prayers, because they're also bringing me to Rascal Flats, that God blessed the broken road that led me here to you, right? And this is whether it's to a person, a situation, our soul family, right? Every step along our way, Spirit is helping us and guiding us, and it is, what I heard is, it's up to us to listen. I'm throwing cards everywhere, so I'm just going to pause you for a second. Okay, I'm back. So, I connect with heaven. Whenever my faith seems to be shaken by fear or doubt, I wisely turn my inner self and connect with heaven, to the heaven within. I see all my resentments as ideal opportunities to work on my inner self. These ordeals are necessary for my growth as I become aware of the dualities. Thus, I no longer seek to dramatize situations, but live each day in serenity. I find life and love in all that is. I am aware of the presence of God in all things. Each tiny part of the universe is actually an expression of love. I raise my thoughts beyond the limits of my beliefs and convictions to open myself to the magic, the simplicity, and the beauty in all that is. I marvel at the splendor which in reality is a part of me. And this comes back to those birds. You're growing. And this path of light, the life places the perfect people and situations on my path of light to help me advance on my journey of inner growth. In spite of all obstacles, I have the courage. I become aware of my life's experiences, and I study them wisely in order to improve myself. I choose to grow in faith, and am confident that at the end of my road, I will join the light. This is asking us as well. I might as well read them all. We're this far in. I grow through the recognition of the divine within me. I respect my needs and observe what happens within, and do my best to maintain a positive attitude at all times. I have faith in my inner strength and capabilities. I grow every day. What is important to me is not what others think about me, but what God thinks of me. Spirit, source your own internal feelings. Spirit saying again, if we're having trouble staying in the positive, some of us, I heard the negative, some of you, this bank accounts and stuff, but it's also just, what I heard is like a negative or a mindset of resentment that they're asking me to dragon before I pull tarot. That even if you're having trouble seeing how things are going to get better, this is where we really need to have faith. And again, what I heard is open up those lines of communication with Spirit, your prayers. For some of you, this is, I heard you may need to talk to someone, a trusted friend, your phone, right? If you need to just record a message and get it out there, and if you keep it, keep it. If you don't, you don't. But let's see what the Dragon Oracle has to say here. Please, Spirit, what messages would you like to add to this? You have the Orange Dragon, brings soul families and communities together. What did I say? Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. And this is, I think, on many ways asking for a collective, right? We want to spread joy. We want to spread oneness. We want to make people feel like they belong. And this power also is at the tips of our fingers, right? For some of you, this orange, this is, again, you reap what you sow, because God bless the broken road that's led us here, right? That's led us to each situation in our world. It reminds me a lot of that All That Is card. The bottom of the deck is this green gold dragon from Sirius, which brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology. Be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. Many of you are already doing this. I think that whether you are conscious and aware of it or not, for some of you, what I heard is, especially if you're new and if you're channeling, to set intentions again, like I do at the end, at the beginning of every reading, that you are going to ask for protection. You're going to ask your guides or your dragons to be here for your highest good and to protect you throughout this. Be discerning with your guides. I feel like you're going to have a feeling within knowing what's that? A knowing from within whether this is something that moving forward this would feel good or not. So you have a 5 of hazards, and for some of us this is change my ways. I'm hearing another Shinedown song. We've been listening to them a lot of times. I could change my ways, no, never mind. Call me a sinner, call me a saint. Call me doo-doo, I'll still love you the same. If any of you know what that is, I'll have to look it up and type it in the comments after what the message is. They're still playing it in my head. But anyway, I'll put that in the comments below. But I think that it's really important along this spiritual pathway going forward to really acknowledge who is on this journey with you. And I see this as a bridge. For some of you, what I heard is this is also bridging a gateway. So there is, some of you, I heard technology. This could go back again to that spiritual technology. This could go back with me saying, like some of you talking to your phone, because like I'm doing right now, there's a message that needs to get out. And what I heard is something about consider your target audience, or considering your target audience as well. There is something important here with this chick rifling through the trash. There may be something about information as well, or I'm going to take this card too. What I heard is a warning as well, is be careful what you throw out and what people could figure out. Or this is also with this bringing soul families in together. I feel like this is changing our habits so that we're really going to have to rifle through the trash in some ways to make a change. We're going to have to look at the ways of thinking, the voices, the people that we've had in our ear. Again, they're talking about technology here, and this is showing me Merkaba, as well as I hear Star of David. If any of you are interested as well, what I'm hearing about with the Star of David is there's a lot of symbology as well to that, and for some of you it may have personal meaning. So what I'm being guided to say about that is to do a little bit of research for yourself if you feel called to, and the pieces will come. Spirit's going to walk you through it. You may want to ask Spirit, say, hey Spirit, help me out, lead me to the places I need to go, or to the clues I need to find to help me uncover this mystery. It could be within our subconscious. Some of you, self-conscious was a little slip, but this is a real change in ways too, again, because some of the voices that we've been listening to may have made us self-conscious. No more of that. No more. We're going to make sure we're calling in soul family that is good to our heart, that is going to bless us, that is going to also, what I heard, is show us the light. This reminds me of Puff the Magic Dragon. I know it's not, but this, you see all this light and this magic around this dragon, bringing us definite information. So if, like today, I don't know if any of you felt this, but today's like September 13th, my hair, and lately, like my crown's been going crazy. I've been having, my hair is just standing, and I just saw 2 chickadees. My hair's been standing on top of my head, like during my crown. I haven't had one of these in a while, but I actually had an active download. No idea what it's about, but like my ear, I always hear the pressure change, and then the ringing in the one side of the ear, and then it's gone, right? But I feel like if you guys get that too, hey man, we may be soul family, we may be star family. For some of you, what I heard is this may not even be something we're supposed to be consciously aware of what the message is. It's just an energy download that as you go about your day-to-day, as you put your hands on people, depending on, because this may be just we're touching people and we don't know. Or for some of you may work physically with your hands. I heard for many of you, if you're watching as well, you're a healer. This could just even be like within your workplace. See this though? You're spreading love and joy and belonging every time you do this. So for some people, if it's okay and that's what they'd like a small touch, right, can show us a connection with people as well as what they're saying is when we touch people or when someone touches us, the energy and power exchange in this as well is where we're going to feel like, okay, my soul recognizes you, because there's a lot more of a pull towards the situation. So let's get a little bit more from the Zombie Tarot and see what messages Spirit would like us to know. Spirit, can you give us a little more clarification? And this is going a lot quicker. It's interesting as well, because this message is going a lot quicker. So the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. The Queen of Wands in the reverse wanted to come under that Four of Wands, and they're showing me the Seven of Swords. Couldn't tell what it was before, but the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. I'm going to take those, and the ones that, so the Four of Wands, I heard, like, be careful how you go for what you wish for, right? We still want to do this in the light. We want to be doing this in ways that we're proud of, and in positive manifestation techniques, and going after what we want. So you have the Knight of Cups here, funny little guy surfing. You have the Queen of Hazards in the reverse. Interesting that Queen of Wands here was in the reverse. For some of you, I heard as well, like, this is kind of sick of, or just really tired of caregiving, okay? Some of you may feel in some ways burnt out. If that does resonate, what I heard is kind of reach out and seek help to your family, especially if, you know, there is some place that you heard respite, right? Like, if you need that break, reach out and ask, because what I heard as well is our mental health is really important, right? And being overburdened, overstressed, and having a lot go on, or even not being able to have silence, this can really affect us. And this is maybe have us thrown off our equilibrium. And maybe why we're seeing this Queen of Hazards in the reverse. You may need a little bit of alone time or you time to be able to be the best you and to bring that love and belonging out into the world. And what I heard is don't feel guilty for needing that, because nobody, there's a white butterfly coming, but nobody can be everything to everyone without taking care of your cup. And nobody can do it. You know, this is almost like nobody can be everything. And this is where I heard, like, for some of you, you're being asked to do the impossible here. So make sure that you're caring for yourself. You're taking care of yourself. And even if I heard, like, I don't know, you probably guys can't see behind here, but over here on my porch I have my elliptical as well, which I'm going to get on this after. But I find, you know, even just to clear our heads, do something physical, get a sweat on. You know, even if it's cleaning your house with this Four of Wands, because even though this is a party, man, shit's everywhere. I feel like for some of you, now this is in the ethers, but this Priestess and this Seven of Swords in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse, right, with this Queen of Hazards in the reverse, I do feel like, because we do have the two sevens, and to me these both talk about, you know, gossip and, you know, confusion, and it really depends on what's going to come out of our mouth, right? How we talking? What are these things that are pulling on our heartstrings? As well as what I heard is, who are these voices that have, I heard, controlled our concept of normal, but created our concept of normal. And when it comes down to our heart and our heart's desires, are we going to allow other people's noise to get in the way of that? And I feel like in the past it's definitely been a very protective heart. I heard, like, rather throw you down here and protect myself. And this as well is what I heard for some of us. This is a trauma response, okay? Take it how it resonates if it's not for you. But this is also potentially why we hold our heart back. We hold our heart back from the things that bring us joy, happiness, fulfillment, and help us follow our life mission or our life path, because it's been hard. And I feel like not all of you, okay, this is just this could be a specific message, but some of us, our worlds have been torn apart more than one time. So I heard, like, it could be trust issues as well. So this is also with this Priestess in the reverse. I feel like if there's a message, you got that moon right here that we're still going through. I think it's Pisces, full moon, plus Mercury in retrograde, and we know that a lot of things are going to be changing and happening. I know myself, like sleep, I have not been sleeping well. I've been up and down, and it's definitely been, I feel like, full moon, but there's something in the air, right? Changers in the air, and if any of you guys are really, really sensitive as well to that, you're gonna feel this. So what I heard is, like, don't, with these nuclear things in the back, don't fail to follow some warnings. Don't fail to heed the warnings that were given to you, because if you see that there's smoke coming from a nuclear reactor, my friends, get the hell out of there, right? Get your friends, get your family, get your kids, get these friggin' soul family, and go. For some of you, I heard dodge a bullet as well. If you feel like you resonate, like something's been kind of itching on you or making you uncomfortable and you keep ignoring it and it just won't go away, this is saying, like, Spirit's like, please don't ignore your emotion, don't ignore your intuition. For some of you, what I feel like is you're about to, or someone's about to, I heard guilt and shame on this. There's a lot of hidden emotions and a lot of, like, hidden things here. And with this moon, I feel like they're saying there's a lot of changes again. It's how you use and harness the power that you're being gifted. And, like, they're saying to me too, if you resonate with this, it could also be because in your sleep you're waking up, you're getting downloads. What's waking you up, right? Are you waking up for a dream? If so, for some of you, I'm hearing, like, dream journal, write it down. But for others of you, I heard the words tectonic plates as well. Okay, one more message for Capricorn before we go concerning the High Priestess Spirit. How can we help Capricorn move, I heard, closer to God, but closer to you, closer to Spirit, and closer with their intuition and their connection with the divine? What is some parting messages you would have for Capricorn, please, Spirit? They said, don't ever do something that doesn't feel right to you, or if you feel like it's just because somebody's making you do it. You have Justice on the bottom. And the Nine of Hazards. Words they said were walk on by. For some of you, this may be like, I heard it's divorce, okay? If you've been going through separation or something. Have the Five of Wands at the bottom as well. Some of you, I heard it's kids. Decisions not been made yet with this Five of Wands. The Two of Wands. The Five of Wands here, there's a lot of fighting. In the words I heard were infighting. For some of you, I do feel like there could be a situation that's been preoccupying you so much that even though your head and your heart wants to do something, you know that you have to put a delay until you get this situation sorted out. For some of you, it's financial as well, this Nine of Hazards. And what I heard is needing to budget, being budget friendly. But what we don't want to be here is a train zombie. You see that? And I feel like there may be places in your world where you may see, like, if you can resonate where you feel like somebody's just dragging you along, I think it's important for you to open up and speak about it. And again, this head and this heart decision, it is time. What I heard is to open up and to speak your truth. And they're being forced here with this, I don't know if it's a javelin or whatever, that for some of you, I heard you may need to take it to court. Some of you may have that coming. For some of you, I definitely heard there's financial, and I heard financial guidelines. You're going to have to really prioritize the spending and what you want to spend your money on. What's the most important, like once you figure out food, right, lodging, all your bills, and figure out, after I do this, what do I have left, and move from there. Alright, so the last here again is the Five of Hazards. Comes out in reverse again. I want to grab you a message from the actual tarot book, because I think it's important. Five of Hazards, if it's coming out twice, you don't have to make it any harder. What I heard is by dragging it out either, it's going to be a lot harder. So the Five of Hazards here, Is poverty, financial loss, anxiety? We've come to another turning point. The Five of Hazards represents desperation and inability to find a happy place. When you're wandering in the dark and lonely city, it can seem like there's no end to the carnage and mayhem. But buck up, little zombie slayer. The next alley might just have the escape route you've been searching for. So don't give up hope, right? Don't give up hope, because just around that next alley may be exactly what you're looking for. And I like that they said zombie slayer, my friends, because I feel like that's what you are. You are about to move through the crowd, and what I heard is swiftly, in a way that you are no longer tied to what I heard is the dead. But in this is maybe, you're cutting ties with, I heard a spiritual, kind of toxic spiritual thing. You can ask if you have spiritual intrusions, ward them off, cut ties, say, I'm not listening to you, you are a figment of my imagination. It's what I heard as well. And to know that that is enemy or devil energy, something toxic trying to get to you. So they have the alpha dragon, harness the divine masculine of creation, destroy the old, visualize your dream, help to manifest a new world, zombie slayer, and enable your life to flow with loving force. Prepare your change and move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. Silver Luna Dragon. Woohoo! That's masculine feminine energy combining as well. Batches you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal or crown chakra. A lot of activations happening, and this is, again, with this moon, really asking us to balance out. This is beautiful. Last one I'm going to show you, because it also has the Sunshine Yellow Dragon, which helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them, my friends. I'm taken right away to the blue jays and the crows. They've been coming around a lot lately to me, but this is also your cats and your friends. They could be a really big source of comfort for you right now. They're also showing me Cinderella. So, when she gets all the animal friends are helping her and whatnot. So that's the message I have. Mwah! I love you all. I hope it resonates, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.